it's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Interbet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
The eighth and final race on the program for you at Hollywood Bets Greyville is the Hollywood Bets Bright Future, merit rated 66 handicap over 1.4 kilometers, and the average merit rating here is 60. Top of the speed form rating column is number 7 Sea Sponge from White Cedar, and then Winter Waves. Those are the speed form ratings. Raheel, couple of questions for you, couple of unknowns, because this could serve up a long shot result. Tuk Tuk number 3, 3-year-old with 60 kilograms, lightly raced, post-maiden run was okay. What do you make of his chances? That's question 1.
I think he's got a bit to do with 60 kgs on his back. He is well drawn in gate 3. He returns to the poly track where he ran on debut, finishing 4th, beaten just over 2.5 lengths by Iron Bark. That form line has worked out nicely, but with 60 on his back, I think he's got a bit to do. The 1400 meter trip should suit him nicely. He could well be a lot better than this field, Warren, and he could win by 5. But I just think that I do prefer others, and I'd like to see how he does go in this lineup.
Second question, Sea Sponge. Disappointed last time because we quite liked him. His penultimate run was very good. Muzieni now gets the ride with 53.5. Could he run into the quartet?
I think Sea Sponge is a horse that you do include into the quartet. If we have a look at his penultimate run over 1400 meters, he was really unlucky. He was beaten just under 2 lengths by Forest Jump into 4th position. With 53.5 on his back, Muzieni rides. I think he's going to give him a better ride. And I think that Sea Sponge is a horse to include into those quartets. Offers you some nice value, and he's a horse that you want to run into that 3rd or 4th position to make those dividends pay.
Right. Last, well, it's not really a question, it's a discussion. Number 2, Quest for the Best. Well, last time out, 44 days ago from gate 10 with Donald Geertsen, he was a little, rather unlucky. He was the fastest finishing on that occasion. It was balked twice and desperately unlucky. Tell us your thoughts and your concerns about number 2, Quest for the Best.
Firstly, Quest for the Best gets a good draw, so that's a positive. He runs, I'd say, in a similar type of race, and I think that he's going to go very well in this lineup. Yes, he may not have the 4 kgs off his back, but he was terribly unlucky, as you mentioned last time out. With Pumium Joker in the saddle, I think Quest for the Best is going to be right there at the finish over the 1400 meter trip. He's at around 5-1 in the market, so I think Quest for the Best is worth a nice play in this race, and definitely a horse I'm going to include into that 1st position. A horse that I do quite like a bit is the 5-horse Winter Waves with Sereno Moodley aboard. He ran a nice race last time out when beaten 1.25 lengths by Noble Sniper. Brazil Nut has come out to win from that form line. I think the 1400 meter trip is going to suit him nowadays, and there looks to be a nice pace in the race with Forest Jump, White Cedar, even the 4-horse Hat and all. And Winter Waves is going to get a nice run, and I think that he's going to be doing his best work at the finish, and I've made him a horse to watch out for on the short list. And at around 11-2, I think he offers you some nice value. He has come down in the ratings. He's on a mark of 61, and I think that he's going to be competitive off this mark. So for me, it's going to be the 5-horse Winter Waves to beat the 2-horse Quest for the Best, and then I'd include the likes of Forest Jump, and I think even the Flying Vision is a horse that I think you can include at some nice value. But what's your selections in this race, Warren?
Raheel, I'm in the camp of number 2, Quest for the Best, from number 7, Sea Sponge. Well, 7 Sea Sponge and 10 White Cedar are my exact choices. So 2-7-10 or 2-10-7. I'm looking forward to seeing Tuk Tuk run. I think he's better than his last run, but as you mentioned and as I mentioned, it's not going to be easy with 60 on his back. But an interesting race awaits. But to answer your question, I'm in the camp of Quest for the Best. Those are the 8 races. Up next is our shortlist We'll take you through the shortlist in a few moments, so don't stray or go away.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.